When you think of home security, what comes to mind? The peephole. The chain lock. Maybe the classic stark warning. But you were probably thinking a bit more high-tech. Introducing Eufy EverCam, the first of its kind home security system that gives you everything you want with none of the hassles. No need for wires and no need to deal with frequent battery changes. 365 days of battery life. We partnered with Anker to put their most advanced battery technology inside the EverCam, and by using a low-frequency transmission signal to stay connected on standby mode, saving energy by up to 70%. EverCam will keep on working for up to a year without needing to be recharged. With the adjustable ball-shaped mount, EverCam can be positioned and repositioned. Use either the single screw mounting base or skip the mounting hardware. The magnetic 1080p HD camera will just stick to all kinds of metal surfaces. Bam. EverCam withstands temperature changes and moisture, so you really can put it just about anywhere. Motion triggered and Wi-Fi connected, EverCam sends you a notification when someone's at the door or someone's on the sofa. Even when someone is raiding the fridge, the artificial intelligence uses a 3-phase system to ensure you see what you want to see and ignore what you don't. Step 1, it's able to screen out movement that doesn't have a heat signature using an infrared sensor. Step 2, it detects human body shapes in various positions. And step 3, facial recognition technology allows EverCam to recognize faces of people you want to give clearance to or keep a closer eye on. So just set your preferences to send an alert when it matters and ignore it when it doesn't. Oh yeah, and it has 2-way audio. Brian, step away from the pizza. We are the first to put an SD card into a home base, securely storing 60 days of footage locally. No need to go to the cloud. No upcharges or monthly contracts. We have a great team of top engineers, software developers, AI experts, and we are working with industry-leading manufacturers to make all this happen. We've built an amazing system that's ready to go right out of the box. Easy to set up yourself without compromising security, but we need your help to take what we have and get it to market. No one else is offering a wireless camera with a year of battery life, and EverCam just keeps getting better by the day. There are a ton of other great features, so make sure you check out all the stuff on our campaign page. We have suppliers in place, the prototype is done. All we need is your support.
You're looking into the eyes of a robot, and he's looking back at you. He's curious about who you are and what you're up to. This is Vector. This is a Kickstarter for Vector. He's a new creation from Anki.
He is a character, a robot that is meant to live in your home. He's always on, he's alive.
The idea is really that Vector becomes part of the family or that home, both on the emotional character side, but then also on the utility side.
Vector is really the first robot that uses advanced deep neural networks to do a lot of perception and understanding of the world around him.
What he does feels intentional. He can react to inputs in his environment and his life.
We generally want to find one defining feature and then build from that. For Vector, curiosity was a big one.
What they're saying is you officially live in a time when robot sidekicks are a real thing.
Hey, Vector, give me a fist bump.
It's a step closer to that sci-fi robot, that everyone wants to be friends with.
That step closer means you've got a robot in your house waiting for you to get home. Autonomous like a Mars rover, aware enough to avoid falls like a tightrope walker, and always excited to welcome you home like a loyal companion.
What's up, Vector?
Jason.
Vector's no slouch roommate either. He's happiest when he's helping out. Ask him the weather, and he'll show you. He can set a timer and cause a commotion when it's finished. Activate robot alarm. And he can connect his robot brain to the internet to answer your questions.
Definition of life, the characteristic state in the world of living.
He's a little robot who brings a lot to your house. He's also a little robot with nearly 700 parts. That one right there, that's his soul part. Okay, I made that one up, but the little guy's got soul. Let's get someone in here to tell him what all this stuff actually does. How does he hear?
Vector has a microphone array, which allows it to hear voices and noises and understand where it came from.
What's he use to see?
Vector uses a wide-angle camera.
Why doesn't he fall off the table?
4 drop sensors.
How come he doesn't bump into stuff?
Has this laser distance sensor right here in the front.
Whoa. Robot lasers? How do we know he won't use that for evil?
We have a very strict quality control process to make sure that no evil robotic overlords emerge from Vector.
This thing is just awesome.
There's got to be a huge amount of code inside the robot.
There is a huge amount of code inside the robot. It's a few million lines of code at this point. That software really encompasses everything from the character to the low-level operating system to the cloud functionality.
He has a camera in his face, and that's actually one of his primary sensors. Not just capturing the light in all the pixels, but it's making sense of those pixels. He knows what it is and where the stuff is.
That code creates his intelligence and his personality.
We think both about the IQ and the intelligence as well as the EQ and the emotion.
You feel something for him. You bond with him, relate with him, care about him, and you feel that he can relate to you and give you something back.
He is your friend. He was built to help and delight and entertain you.
That is delightful and entertaining. So instead of sitting back and waiting for the robot apocalypse, Anki is making super smart robots built to bring joy and companionship to humans. Did I mention he likes to be pet? I know. Anki's been at this for a while. First, they made Drive and Overdrive, games where you race against robot car opponents. And then Cosmo, a toy robot that plays games and teaches kids to code. Vector is their 4th product, and he's already in production. So why Kickstarter?
I think for Kickstarter especially, being able to have access to more technical users that understand a little bit more about what's going on and can give us really critical feedback that we can then use to incorporate into updates.
We expect over the next few years to develop function after function after function, making a deeper character, implement more characterful utility function, and so forth.
There is no community out there that's better than Kickstarter for bringing these people together that have a passion for defining what that future looks like and embracing the kind of events along the way that help define where we're going.
Right now, Vector's going to bed. What he does next is up to you. Back this Kickstarter today to get your robot early and join a Kickstarter exclusive group that will help shape Vector's development roadmap and maybe our entire robot future.
These two aren't the only ones enjoying Nebula Capsule. Tens of thousands of people around the world have realized that this little bad boy would revolutionize their movies, games, and videos. And now, thanks to new tech and new ideas, the sequel is gonna be so much cooler. Introducing Capsule 2, the world's first Android TV pocket cinema. Too much butter. Capsule 2 has a couple tricks up its sleeve. With 1-second autofocus, Chromecast, and over 3,600 native Android TV apps, you can pretty much watch whatever you want, wherever you want, right when you want it. And with USB Quick Charge, you'll get up to 3 hours of battery life, so it won't die before the villain does. Capsule 2 isn't just for the cinephiles. The HDMI port makes it easy to plug and play. Play Xbox, PS4, Switch in all its high-definition glory. Okay, Google, play soccer highlights on YouTube. Extraordinary. One of them appears to be going outside. If you're headed outdoors, well, this thing hurls out 200 ANSI lumens. That means it's bright. You see, Capsule 2 boasts a shiny new DLP chip. What's that mean? I have no idea. But someone told me that there are like a million tiny little mirrors in this thing that can project an HD image up to 100 inches big. Anywhere you want. Meaning you get to enjoy your entertainment in even brighter environments. Hear that? Nice. With 8 watts of big sound and beautiful bass, your slasher film will echo across the canyon. I wouldn't be surprised if the sheriff showed up. Golden brown. But it's not quite finished yet. We still got to apply the finishing touches to Capsule 2 before it's ready to share. So, if you like what you're seeing and hearing, we could really use your support. We promise. Capsule 2 will change the way you enjoy entertainment on the go.
Facial masks were 2017's biggest beauty trend. But is this the best you can do for your skin in 2018? From the winners of 84 Design and Beauty Awards and creators of Foreo Luna 2, we present the cure to the sheet mask epidemic. On every continent, in every city, women are lured in by false promises of complexion perfection, only to find themselves trapped under sheet masks with no hope for escape. In a gallant effort to save skincare, the fierce and fabulous Glowtrons made their way toward Earth, carrying with them the most advanced smart mask in the universe, UFO. Its hyperinfusion technology and LED light therapy revived victims in only 90 seconds. When the last woman was freed from the epidemic, it was time for the Glowtrons to return to their home planet. Ever the intergalactic philanthropists, they left this technology in the hands of the scientists at Foreo, who need your help to replicate and distribute UFO around the planet. With your support, we can save the world, one face at a time.
Behold, the litter box to end all litter boxes. Say hello to Footloose, the amazing automatic litter box and feline health tracker. Its rotating chamber gently sifts out clumps, preventing them from clogging or breaking off into debris. Once all the droppings are gone, the unused litter is cycled back into the chamber, ready for next time. This whole process takes just 90 seconds. And as for the odor, what odor? The waste receptacle is airtight and equipped with internal filters that control the smell. Smells like world domination. And when the waste receptacle is full, Footloose even sends you an alert. Just remove the bag, throw it away, and that's it. Cleaning all the devilish droppings delicately defecated by your cat is now easier than ever. No more searching, shoveling, or sifting. What used to be a 10-minute daily chore now takes 2 minutes a week. But Footloose is more than just a litter box. It can also be a lifesaver. Cats often hide their pain, making it difficult to detect health problems. Luckily for you, potty behavior is a telltale sign that something's wrong. Footloose uses weight sensor to detect which cat is using it. It collects important data like when it happened, how long it took, and how much. Holy moly, Mr. Noodles. 10 visits to the box and no urine? Time for the vet. Ever since I upgraded to Footloose, I've got so much free time, I can finally finish my album. To tell you the truth, I put the foot in the loose. Now when your kitty goes poop, you can just watch it go poof. Easy to change out the bag, ain't gotta worry about smell. Sending alerts to my app, stay up to date with the health. I swear I got so much free time. I'm so in love with my me time. I'm giving the scoopers the peace sign. I'm doing it all for the felines.
The nicest box I've ever used. Headroom and privacy for days.
You know what's my favorite litter? Definitely corn. But Footloose will work with any type.
Motion detection to keep cats and children safe? How thoughtful!
So if you love your cat but hate shoveling poop, back us today and you'll be the first to receive the Footloose at an exclusive discounted price. But if this deal were any better, it'd be a steal. But seriously, it's a great product.